Hey, welcome back to Fragrance Unknown. As you can read in the title, out of the 18 brands I bought from in the Middle East, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 brands, giving my experiences and thoughts about them and whatnot. So before I do that though, I have a couple of purchases that I bought that aren't Middle Eastern, just some random miscellaneous objects that I'll be doing a quick unboxing and quick thoughts on. So if you want to skip that, just go to this timestamp around here and let's just get started. So first up, we got this really random perfume oil here. I got this in a gold souk. Honestly, the guy was just kind of haggling me. I didn't really want to buy anything from there, but this was super cheap. I think it was like $2 American. From what I remember, this comes in a roller ball, which I don't really like roller balls on oils, but yeah, this is just like a play on Bakhoor Rouge, I believe. Just imagine it more artificial and more powdery and kind of, more powdery and just, but muted at the same time. A lot of their oils, they were kind of just, duping another thing. They had like Creative Ventus oils, like the big hitters, like Acqua oils and whatnot. But yeah, this is what that kind of smells like. I believe so, but I don't think I'm really gonna wear this. Probably give this away to somebody. If not, I can just, I don't know, layer this with something, but has no name, literally nothing on the bottle. It was really cheap, but yeah, just want to kind of entertain that guy while he was kind of bothering me, respectfully, right? Next up, we got a sample from Creed. Lady was really generous to give us a lot of samples, actually. I think it gave us like 3 or 4 to my friends, but I'm pretty late on this. I did get this when this just came out. They were promoting this, one of their latest fragrances. I can see Oud Zarian here. I remember liking this one, not what I expected with their, was it 60 or 80 aged oud oil? For what I remember, it smelled less oudy and more just like spicy, I should say. Let's get a test strip to remind me what this smells like. But yeah, this came out like in the summer of 25-ish. I know it's 2026 now, but yeah, I do have a job. This isn't my primary job. I try to make like at least 1 or 2 videos a week, at least one, but I've just been busy. So just finally getting around to it, but thanks for still supporting me. So here's what it looks like. Probably like a 3 milliliter sample or so, Oud Zarian. Don't want to spray too much of this because this is pretty expensive. Hopefully now enough time has passed I can get this on discounters, but let's see. Yeah, super heavy on the spices and surprisingly sweet. I do remember smelling this in a store and it smelled like, it reminded me of gingerbread for some reason. Heavy on like nutmeg, kind of those like sweet Christmas vibey kind of spices. And maybe in the background, just like a slight tinge of like a spicy oud. But yeah, aromatic, kind of ambery, just very a spicy but sweet fragrance overall. Not something super off-putting when you hear oud. This is a westernized oud, obviously, so it's not going to be anything like special here. So off Fragrantica, we got main accords of warm spicy, amber, fresh spicy, soft spicy, all the types of spices, right? Sweet, balsamic, woody, oud, aromatic, and rose. As you can see, the oud is all the way down there, so you're not getting a bunch of like funky oud from this. Top notes of spices, obviously frankincense, ginger, bergamot. Middle notes of may, rose. Base notes of licorice, myrrh, oud, tonka bean, sandalwood, and patchouli. So obviously a lot of spices there. This is just a big spice bomb, not literally a spice bomb by Victor and Rolf, but slightly like Middle Eastern, but like up to your nose, you really get that like spicy ginger, like kind of kicks you in the nose there. Not bad, right? But like just not what I was expecting from like an oudy kind of scent. But that's great. If it is discounted, I'd probably pick it up, but it's so for me. Next up, also from the mall, got this Acqua di Parma. So a nice brand here. Let's see what we got here. So this. Oh, and some paper. They did spray the box, which I like. They sprayed the paper in there, so everything kind of smells like the fragrance. I did already use this on my trip because it was just like kind of a nice, warm, invigorating scent. Nice packaging here with the ribbon. Let's see what this is first. I don't really know. This is Murto di... Yeah, I'm not gonna try to pronounce any of that. Some sample that they gave. Oh, they're just shower stuff, I'm assuming. Yeah, hand and body lotion in this fragrance, and I'm assuming there's a sample of it here. Yeah, the La Reserva. I actually do like the Reserva collection here, better than the original, but let's give this a sniff. I don't think this is a sprayer. I think it's like a dropper. Yeah. Yeah, not getting a lot off of that, but it is pretty good. I'll use it. Again, it's free, so whatever. Been a long time, but I do kind of remember liking that scent. But main thing I bought though, this also came out while I bought it in the summer. I believe it was still like part of their new collection. Buongiorno, I believe. Correct me if I'm saying that wrong. Oud Parfum. That beautiful yellow box here. Oud Parfum. See, I did buy this in the Middle East. See the Arabic on there. This is such a nice, fresh, summery scent here, guys. Let's get this up. I already have like a slight dent in it. A nice daily. Oh wow, yeah, it's a burst of aromatic, kind of spicy, fresh citrus right there. Wow, that's really, really nice. Perfectly unisex too. It doesn't go super barbershop-y, but like I think that a woman can love this. I actually know a woman who wears this. She really likes this one, but let's get the accords here. We got fresh, spicy, green, aromatic, citrus, fresh, and woody, and herbal. So right on the nose there from Fragrantica. Top notes of spearmint, basil, lemon, petitgrain, and rosemary. Middle notes of mandarin leaf, wild lavender. Base notes of white musk, cedar, and amber. So you get that typical like fougere barbershop kind of DNA, but it doesn't lean too much into that. Again, I still think this is very unisex, and it was like gonna be very mass appealing. Like everyone's gonna love this one. So if you can find this kind of discounted, definitely I recommend picking this one up. Great for the summer, kind of spring timeline there. But yeah, that is Buongiorno by Acqua di Parma. All right, next up we got another package here. Let's see what's inside. Let's take everything out. Oh, I remember these. Okay. Got this from Sephora. Let's see what these samples are. But actually, I don't think these belong in there. This is from my Louis Vuitton purchase I made out there. Sunsong, the new one, and Myriad. Love these two. I'm gonna put that to the side. I already talked about it. What is this? So unfortunately they didn't give me samples of like fragrances. I think this is just makeup, so definitely won't be using this. Probably give this to a woman. I think this is fragrance. Nope, this is retinol. This is facial care. I'll probably give this away too, or not. I might use it, who knows, if I look more into it. But that's what that is. I was hoping it was a fragrance sample, but it is not. So here we got Allure Homme Sport or Extreme, and the new, I believe this came in 2025, very controversial Dior Homme Parfum. So let's check this one out first. Chanel. So I have the Extreme, or I have the regular Homme Sport. I just had to pick up the Extreme one, which I do remember liking a little bit more. But these are like just simple, really fresh, gem-like fragrances. So let's get this open. I just happened to be at the store. I got the tiny bottles because, you know, I already have so many fragrances, and I just felt like spending my money, I guess. Let's get a test strip out here. You know, had to finish the collection. Oh, Extreme. This is Eau de Parfum, I believe. Let's see. Yep, Eau de Parfum, 50 milliliters. Had to really prime that one. Yep, so takes that usual Homme Sport DNA and kind of amps it up a little bit. Makes it a little bit more spicy. A little stronger, obviously. Yeah, the Extreme one is good, or the regular one is good, but this one, like, if you really want to get noticed, this is the one to go with. I recommend this one over the original. Original's still good. Well, this one's even better. I like that one. Let's see, main accords: aromatic, woody, fresh, spicy, citrus, green, vanilla, sweet, musky, amber, and warm, spicy. And we got top notes of mandarin orange, mint, cypress, sage, middle notes of pepper, base notes of tonka bean, musk, sandalwood, and cedar. So, you know, your usual like designer kind of notes in here, but this is really nice. Perfect for a gym, perfect for like a daily too. Like, I wouldn't just waste this as a gym fragrance, but really, really nice one there, guys. So that's Chanel Sport Extreme. Sorry about that noise. There's a Dior Homme Parfum, the newest version, unless there's a newer one that came out. 50 milliliters. Again, I got the tiny bottle. I remember the lady at Sephora really wanting me to buy the bigger bottle. I'm like, no, you're good. You don't understand. I'm not the usual customer. I have like probably 300 fragrances at this point. I don't need a full presentation, honestly. That's not a flex or anything. Let's get this open. All right, standard box here. Nothing too exciting here. So the reason why I said this is controversial is because obviously it's not like the original. People love the original. That's discontinued. They say this one is not the same, and people also just say it just doesn't smell good. So let's see. I thought it smelled pretty good. I mean, I don't have any, if I come across an authentic bottle of the original, I might pick it up, but I don't have really a need to. I think this is just fine. I mean, if I do smell the original, maybe it's been that much different that I'll understand the hate for this reformulation, especially using the same name, but I don't think it matters that much. So tiny bottle here. Let's get this on paper. Nice atomizer. Okay, off initial rip, kind of getting a little plasticky. I don't remember this smelling like that in the store. Waiting for this to dry down a little bit because I know this is not what this is supposed to smell like, but what I do remember smelling like that typical violet amber kind of scent that you get from the Dior Homme DNA. And wow, what is this? Why does it smell like this? This is kind of weird. I'll let that settle down for a second. Let me read the accords. We got amber, woody, earthy, iris, powdery, patchouli, violet, warm, spicy, aromatic, and animalic. So top notes, very simple. Like I said, got iris in the top note, amber in the middle note, and the patchouli and vetiver in the base. I remember this smelling very, very like dark, kind of sexy, date night kind of smelling. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this wasn't stored correctly, but it definitely does not smell like how it does in the store. So don't take this as what this is supposed to smell like. On paper, this smells really plasticky, manufactured, kind of doesn't smell good. It doesn't smell like anything at all, really. I'm not getting any of these notes. It smells honestly kind of bad, but this is probably more of something I need to wear on skin. So I will just review this later. But just know that I remember this smelling like how people describe the regular Dior Homme, like that powdery, lipsticky kind of vibe, but just slightly changed a little bit, maybe toned down a bit. But I still enjoyed it, at least in the store. This one, I don't know what's happening with my bottle, but anyway, that's the. Oh, I got two more little quirky things here. Let me get this out the way. Found this at a random like cheap grocery store. These are car fresheners. I'll probably just use this around the house, but Arabian Luxury Cool and Cool. I don't think these are like established brands. These are just kind of like cheap little thingies, but I saw this while I was about to leave and I just said, I'll pick this up. They were cheap too. So this is the Oud flavor or scent. Here's some information about it if you're looking for it. 100 milliliters. Oud gas-free car freshener with a mesmerizing hand-picked fragrance that eliminates strong odors. I remember smelling kind of good. I think there's a lock on it now. Obviously, not really using real oud in here. It's like a oud accord. That was probably a bad idea to spray like that, but it's not meant to be sprayed like a perfume on a test strip. But honestly, surprisingly, this oud, it smells really, really like, it smells authentic. Like, I know they're not using real oud in this cheap little bottle here, but that's really, really nice, honestly. This smells like something I would smell in a perfume, like from like Arabian oud or something like that. That's actually kind of nice. Wow, I like that one. This is a good interpretation on oud. I'll spray this around the house or something, my clothes or whatnot. I'm not sure if this is more like an odor eliminator or like a freshener, maybe a little bit of both, but oh yeah, just like a random cheap product I bought. I really like that one. And then they came out with this one, or they had this one as well. This is the Bakhoor scent, same kind of deal here. What does it say? Yeah, same thing on the side. So you get that smoky kind of incensey vibe here. Try to spray this a little better. Full spray there. Yeah, a little more milder, but you do get that like incensey kind of scent. Smoky, a little bit like kind of musky. But yeah, that one's great. This is more like a freshener, odor eliminator. Like this is, you gotta really like oud if you're gonna spray your whole car with it. This one like it's mild enough that it's like just a fresh kind of slightly, it's like I said, smoky scent. This one, like it really smells like oud or like an oud accord. Not like super stinky, but like a little bit funky. This one is more mass appealing, I would assume. But great products from Cool and Cool. So let's get back into the ranking here. All right, starting off strong here in 10th place. Not a bad fragrance or not a bad place to be. You still made it in the top 10. It's going to be Luta Parfums, super underrated brand out of the UAE. I really wish they had like a brick and mortar traditional store. I only saw like kiosks around there, but maybe they don't need it. I mean, they're such a nice brand that I don't really need that. My favorite being this Chagra. This is really like nice tobacco honey scent. It's really, really good. Oh man, yeah, it's one of my favorites. Like I remember like the Bakhoor there was like really sticky and powerful smelling. Like it was just, I really wish I picked some of that up. None of the fragrances I smelled in this brand like were like dupes of anything. They smelled very, very unique. It wasn't like, oh, this is it reminded me of something else. They're all like super unique, super high quality. I really wish I picked up more, and I definitely want to see more out of them and have them expand out of the West, or to the West. So that's Luta Parfums in 10th place. All right, on the other hand, we went from super underrated to super hyped, properly rated Rasasi. They are super well deserved, have a huge selection, and surprisingly, I love their more like traditional Arabic smelling scents here, like these two. This is actually one of my favorite scents out of the whole haul. This is Baru's Indonesia. Compared to like their more mass appealing scents like Hawas. This is still great, obviously look at the dent. But I really wish I spent more time with their like traditional Arabic smelling ones, especially their Baru's line. But big, like I said, mass appealing ones for all fragrance lovers. I wish I got more of their oud oils too. Apparently they have some really nice oils, but here we go, 9th place, Rasasi Perfumes, really well deserved there. Next up, my Middle Eastern fans already know what this brand is. Abdul Samad Al Quraishi in 8th place. Hard to put here because they should be higher up. Like I said in my haul video, check that out. I really wish I spent more time with this brand. I didn't spend that much time. I only picked up a few, these 3 here, but the few that I picked up have become my favorites, and this is probably going to be like my favorite out of the entire haul here. But they have a lot more fragrances, and I did actually pick up like a dozen more, mostly oils during their Ramadan sale. So video coming out later, so check that one out. But yeah, a lot more fragrances. Very, very well established brand. You see here, established since 1932. Check them out. Abu Samal Al-Quraishi, well-known brand. Super, super nice, high quality fragrances there. 8th place. In 7th place, we have Gissa, a classic Arabic brand. Well-deserved, first brand I bought while I was out there. They have some heavy hitters, but honestly, they aren't higher up because, again, I'm always honest with you guys, their newer releases, I'm not too much of a big fan of, but their classics, like obviously Imperial Valley, I bought 2 of the bottles, Mavro, Capri, like those are gonna be forever classics, loved by everybody. And I can always recommend them. Like I have a lot more too. I just didn't want to put them all on the table, and one of my friends actually borrowed one of these bottles. But yeah, number 7, Gissa, check them out. You have already probably heard of them, obviously. Coming up in number 6, we have Ahmed Al-Maghribi. Super nice brand. Even the employees were super nice. Shout out to that one guy, Dalma Mall with the mohawk or whatever he had. His hair was pretty unique and weird looking in a cool way. Anyway, back to the brand though. Super affordable classic fragrances. We all know what these fragrances are. I'm sure you've heard of these 3 here. My favorite being March. All their fragrances are just like beastly with the concentration. The oil concentration is like 40% or more. Then they have their like more traditional Arabic smelling ones to their more westernized approaches. You definitely check these guys out. Super affordable, like I said, really high quality. Ahmed Al-Maghribi, 6th place. In 5th place, we have Swiss Arabian. Very luxurious brand. First perfume house in the UAE, bought so much from them. Such a huge selection from their traditional fragrances to their like perfume oils. These are so nice. I already bought a couple of more recently. They have hair mists, Bakhoor, everything. Like my friends love this store. We cleared everything out pretty much. I do plan on purchasing more, and definitely well-deserved for the number 5 spot. You know them, you love them. Swiss Arabian, can't go wrong with them. At number 4, we have Arij Al Amarat. Such a unique brand. Some of you might be thinking, hey, this is all the way up at number 4, but you only have 1 fragrance. Exactly. This store left such an impression on me that I really wish I bought more, but they are super expensive. You can tell though, it's all going into their quality of their products. I really loved all of them, and I really wish they would expand out to the West, because I really want to purchase some more of these. It's really, the one thing I do have about this brand, negative, is that they're not really accessible. And everything online has been sold out for months. I mean, like completely sold out. I don't think they even can ship over to the US, but like I said, I wish I can purchase from this brand. This is really nice. I only bought 1, but left such an impression on me. And if you're wondering what's in the background, stay tuned. I have another video on that coming up soon. But Arij Al Amarat, if you have the chance, check them out. I'm not sure how to though, that's the only con. Such a luxurious brand. I mean, just look at the boxes. Suede just makes everything nicer, right guys? Anyway, stay tuned. Coming up with the number 3, Ajmal. Guys, what can I say about Ajmal that hasn't already been said? The king of oud. They really helped me discover my love for this expensive fragrance ingredient. These guys know oud. I probably smelled every fragrance they have from here, and I bought every single one that I liked. I spent a lot of money here, but it was well worth it. I really wish I picked up more of their like pure oud oils, because their oud farms and whatnot are just unmatched. They know how to do oud. Like I said, I didn't used to like oud, but they're the ones who made me discover oud. I heard there's a new Amir coming up. I really want to try that one out, and I do want to pick up this other part of this collection here. But yeah. Congrats on them to making it to 3rd place. Ajmal, check them out. They will redefine what oud means to you. In 2nd place, we have Azah. Many of you might not have heard of this brand, but I'll try to fix that for you now. The most affordable and quality fragrances I've experienced out there in the Middle East. The employers were so nice. I loved everything there. They made me smell everything, helped me discover some new perfume notes I haven't smelled before. My friends and I cleared out that store. I really need people to check them out. I loved everything from every collection. I wish I got more into their perfume oils though. These are actually really nice. And they have a lot more. I'm glad that they're finally accessible here in the West. So please look into that. Visit their US website or wherever region you're from, they can probably access it now. The prices here are unbeatable, but here we go. Oud Perfumes is second place. Love this brand. And last but not least, holding the Guinness World Record, Arabian Oud. The fragrance brand I bought most of my fragrances from here. I think I bought like 18. This isn't all of them. I have way more, but I just didn't put them in a video because there's just so many. The quality there is just unmatched. I had to just pick up everything I could because the deals they had, just like the accessibility, everything about this brand was just perfect. An established like household name in the Middle East for a reason. They have a huge selection that'll appease to really any fragrance lover. Even my friends who weren't really into fragrances loved this brand. Only thing I wish is to see their prices just lower a little bit, but it is justified. Like I said, these guys they know how to make fragrances. They're quality fragrances. My feather top came off of my Risala bottle. I'm sad about that. But anyway, some of the highest quality fragrances out here out of my entire whole haul, earning them the #1 spot. So that's my top 10 list, and thanks for watching.